There's never the big question for the day is what is wrong with our industrial sector? 1 hour can never be enough. So we are going to have Mr. James Essien again, not just on podcast, but we are going to have him on radio. We are doing on radio because we want people to know that open forum will be heard, whether you like it or not. Those that say it's on social media, we are going to hear. We will make sure that the cyclists, we make sure that the keke riders, they hear us and they know that we bring something tangible to the table. Now, the industries that were inherited from Cross River, some of them are still functioning. Some.
No.
What do you call it? The drink. Champion Breweries.
Champion Breweries is in the hands of some Indians.
Yes, it was inherited. And Abamota worked on it and it's still functioning. At least that. Now, the new Emmanuel administration came on the mantra of industrialization. And we had 16, we had 18, sometimes we even had more than that number of industries. And we are looking at improving our IGR. What should we do now that we have discovered that there is no industry that is contributing to the IGR of the state, despite hundreds of billions, maybe up to $1 trillion or more that has been put in? What is wrong with our industrial sector?
Well, the first I would say to you clearly, which I've told many, is that industry is a culture. And it's a culture that we do not have.
Can we develop it? Can we buy it?
It could be developed, but it will take time. Because it's cultural. You know, you don't wake up in the morning with a bottle of beer or a bottle of gin or schnapps and think you're going to do industry. No, it will not work. Because the man that opens the factory at 6 a.m. must be there at least 10 minutes to 6. So it's not going to come. I'm just dealing with the cultural aspect, the way we react to things. You know? Then the second problem is that if you watch the African, we don't have a mind that is scientific. You don't investigate anything. You don't research anything. As a matter of fact, whatsoever you don't understand, you worship it.
Barrister, let me make an appeal, an open appeal, because there's so much to be dealt with, and with you addressing this issue. Can we host you on Monday again, back to back? There are issues we've not talked about, and it is important that you address them, please.
Well, we could, yes, why not?
I thank
why
you.
Not?
With that, we're going to open the phone line because the listeners will want to just say, I wish, why didn't you open the phone line? 0803 085 7755. Or you call 0809 066 6909. And when you call, tell us your name, tell us where you're calling from, and please stay on the subject matter that we are on. Since we're going to have His Excellency, permit to call him that, that's what he is. He's a very excellent man, and one of the statements he made to me. We have a caller already? Okay, we have a caller on the line. Please move away from your radio or we are going to cut you off. Yes. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning, we can hear you. Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from. Okay. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, you have a minute. Go ahead, sir.
My former attorney general I appreciate all your contribution and cooperation you've given to some of us. On the Akwa Commission, because of the problem of Ibom and Akwa, what people wanted to ensure that the white paper is out. Because the problem in this country is that the Central Commission of Inquiry, the white paper is not out. I thank you for that.
Thank you very much. I think
Saying you brought the issue of legal clearing stock drink. This is the first time I've seen a heard a prominent Akwa man commenting on the influence of legal clearing.
now. Thank you. I thank you. That's okay. Let Barrister respond because it's important. Barrister, the caller was asking the white paper. Was that white paper released on the Akwa?
Apparently, the white paper was not released. But you know, there is a difficulty with white papers. The attitude being that it should be no victor, no vanquished, to ensure that we could have peace in those territories.
Okay, we leave it there. Let's take another caller because we're going to have Barrister again. Yeah, hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Yeah, good morning. Very fast, please. You have just a minute. Your name is what? Imo, go ahead.
I just said one of the islands talking about the IGR and
Yes.
one of those individuals and the email of them. If they want to take the hygiene and I was like, how?
The thing like what you say is what? Highest what? Did you understand what they were talking about? Did you understand what they were talking about?
Yeah, what I'm saying is because I paid the tax and I did out of the
How much did you say? How much did you say? Okay, let's thank you very much for calling. For your information, Akwa Ibom State raised the highest IGR in the history of this state in 2023, and that was 43 billion. And one of the things that has provoked us to do this is because 43 billion by 2024 budget was not even almost enough. 100% will go to the maintenance of the office of the governor and deputy governor. 100% of the IGR. So we are the second poorest state in Nigeria, next to Bayelsa. Bayelsa depends on federal allocation 92%. Akwa Ibom depends 86.29%. So you did not get what that person said, or that person doesn't understand. The 2025 IGR estimation is 80 billion, and we have hosted an economist, a consultant here who has said we should be able to generate far more than that, and that is as important as saying that we should be ranking like River State at 100 and something to 200 billion. We cannot be earning trillions, and at the end of the day, we come up with 30-something million, like Cross River or like other smaller states. Our time is spent. A parting shot from our guest. Next week, by the grace of God, we are going to have him back to back. It has never happened on Open Forum, but it's going to happen. Yes, we are parting shot in just 30 seconds.
Well, let us arise, as the governor has said, to the development of Akwa Ibom State. It will be much more than just throwing money at projects. You know, Akwa Ibom had two of the largest industrial facilities in Africa.
We will talk about that next week.
Yeah.